guys, this is Ashley back with another podcast episode, and we got a lot to discuss. Cardi B gets exposed. She goes off on her fans after she previews some new music, and they are saying that the music is a big chop, okay? And we got the tweets to prove it. Let's take a listen to this snippet.
Hey, wait until I do my big one. If you see me with my friend, we like siblings. Every outfit is bananas, I'm a pillin'. Tell me what's it giving? Thought it ate, it wasn't hitting shit. Am I getting bigger? Am I tripping? They heard that I used to drug niggas, but I dragged into it with some street niggas. Not no rap bitches.
Oh,
yes,
you
to drug niggas, but I dragged bitches that don't like me. Chilling with them bitches that don't like me. Fuck party should invite me. Pepto, I'm talking spicy. Get a bitch next to spice. Got them going out their way. I'm like posted up with bass.
Now, in my opinion, this was completely terrible. I'm sorry. This is what she was working on. Where's Partisan Fontaine? He needs to help her read these bars. They're terrible. And then she said she wanted to do her big one, or she about to do her big one. Yeah, you did your big one in the toilet. That was big fat doo-doo. That's your big one. You did that right in the studio, okay? The big fat toilet you was rapping in. And why would you think it's funny or cute to, rap about giving men substances and saying that you dragging B-words? When she talking about, JT and Nickiminaj. That's who she mostly dragging her records, and Akbar V and Tasha K. But I thought that was corny, but because she's Latina, she gets away with all her crimes. That's why she's bragging about doing crimes in her music. Now, after Cardi B, fans said that they don't like her new music, and they said that they don't really care about Off the Cheat's new album, and she's trying to force them to support Off the Cheat. She told them to shut the F up. She called them a dirty B word. Okay, that's what she said on Twitter. She deleted the tweets, but we got the screenshots. Then another one of her fans said, Cardi is the only Mexican I know that don't work hard. Okay, that's not funny. Then she wished death on a fan's mom because they said that, which is extremely rude. Okay, she took it too far. She always do that to her fans. And then her fans told her to get back to the zone, okay? Make music for her fans that fell in love with her. Try different producers. That's what they're telling her. I think she also should try different ghostwriters. Partisan, he's not doing his job ever since Megan broke up with him. That's probably because of the Bozos collab that he didn't want to do. And she said that she don't want to do music anymore. That's what she said. And then here comes the sympathy train. She said, I don't give an F if y'all call me a Mexican, bring me down, hurt my feelings. She said she don't want to release music. And then she said she want to put a blank in her head. I'm sure you guys can read, okay, in these deleted tweets. Then she tweeted that there's no album, okay? After people did not like the snippets for her recent music, okay? And the reason why she acting like this, I hope y'all know, is because Bozo's flopped. So she trying to preview all these snippets where she taking cheap shots at Nicki Minaj and JT and Akbar because she wants the same hype that she had back in 2017. But what Cardi B don't really realize is the fact that, she was getting payola. That's why she's not getting the same support that she's getting now. She doesn't realize that Titanic Records have taken their payola away, okay? She's a little slow. I mean, it's super evident that she had payola. How do you not have payola and your whole album, your first album did so great, you still haven't put out a second one, and now you're flopping? Now, moving on to Icespxce. Fans feel like Icespxce is kind of subliminally, talking about Nicki Minaj. I don't feel like it's a diss, but Icespxce says in a recent interview that she purposely makes songs that are simple lyrics that are digestible, because she doesn't want it to fly over people's heads. Okay, so that's what she said in the recent interview. People feel like she kind of throwing shade at Nicki because Nicki, her lyrics are more complex. Her lyrics are more witty. You do have to, kind of look up what she's kind of talking about because there's so many punchlines. People are also saying Icespxce is a little bit hypocritical. In my opinion, I don't feel like she's throwing shade, but Icespxce is the new Cardi B, and Cardi B says the same thing. Cardi B does not try to be a lyricist, and neither does Icespxce, neither does Sexy Red, okay? I also feel like, it's kind of boring to just make, boring lines and talk about your coochie and your butt all the time, which Icespxce does. It's kind of boring, in my opinion. And I think that Cardi B influences her in that aspect, in my opinion. But I don't think she was shading Nicki Minaj. I just think that, she is influenced by Cardi B. And unfortunately, the people that are influenced by Cardi B, they feel that way. Now, moving on to Scratch Off and Nicki and Wayne. So, as I previously reported, 3Dreads was celebrating the Lady Tigers National Championship November 15th. With special guest Scratch Off. But now on this newest flyer, it seems as though she has been removed. And a lot of fans are speculating that 3Dreads, aka Wayne, removed her because of his loyalty towards Nicki Minaj. And that, unfortunately he had to make that decision because he is Young Money, okay? And Young Money is sponsoring this performance. I don't really think Nicki would care even if Scratch Off performed at a Wayne concert, because don't they got a song together? Okay. And then on top of that, Wayne has worked with several of Nicki ops, just like Champagne Thickums. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. Will Doja Cat be the next rapper to get replaced? Okay. Nicki Minaj replaced Lil' Kim. The industry tried to have Cardi B replace Nicki Minaj. They really just failed. Icespxce is clearly taking the Cardi B route, even though she's a Nicki Minaj fan. Clearly her replacement. Will Doja Cat be the next one getting replaced? And I think Doja Cat will be getting replaced because she's doing too much of the antics. Okay? Posting up in a shirt with a neo-Nazi, saying she hates her fans, just being obnoxious all the time. I think that's going to slowly turn the industry off of Doja. And here's the thing. I think Doja Cat is doing it on purpose. That's the funny part. I think Doja Cat is doing it because she wants to be canceled. She wants the industry to stop fully backing her. And I think that she believes that if she gets dropped by RCA the Colorist, or if, she stops getting a push, that she can go fully independent. She's sadly mistaken. Look at Nickiminaj. When Nickiminaj left RCA the Colorist, okay, of course she still puts music out. And people still talk about her here and there, but she gets no push, no radio play. Nobody cares about her music. And I think Nickiminaj is talented. But that's exactly what's going to happen with Doja Cat. Doja Cat's complaining now. Wait until you start really flopping. See, Doja Cat numbers are not that great, but she still gets that payola push. Imagine if they withdraw that payola push. You don't get any scammy nominations. Nobody talks about your music just like Nickiminaj. You're going to really regret doing the things that you do. And I think that Doja Cat and I also think Rihanna are next up to get replaced, okay? I think they've been looking for a Rihanna replacement for a while. They tried it with Tems. It didn't work. Okay, Tems, to me, she makes good music, but she's boring. I'm just never intrigued by her. Rihanna, when she was dotting and bopping and, going back and forth with celebrities, that's what people really like. Rihanna's personality was trash. A lot of people say she was a mean girl, but she kept people in tune. See, the reason why Queen Bee is boring is because she never went back and forth with people on social media like Rihanna did, and she also wasn't sleeping around. Okay? She wasn't spotted out with 5 different rappers or actors within a month, because she was faithful to Camel Face, unlike Rihanna in most of her relationships. So that's why people always say Queen Bee was boring. But with Rihanna, she had that fire. She was always dating around. She went back and forth with Tiana Taylor, Sierra, TLC. She was always beefing with somebody. And Queen Bee doesn't do stuff like that. So that's why people say Queen Bee is boring. And Rihanna has a lot of personality, but her personality was kind of trash, in my opinion. Like, Rihanna kind of like a sneaky person, in my opinion. Especially the way she treated, Nicki Minaj, and Meek Mill. Always thought she was a little bit fake, okay? When she switched up on Nicki during the hate train, I was like, yeah, you kind of weird, okay? Because Nicki really didn't do much to you for you to do all of that, okay? Chris Brown beat the brakes off of you, and you went back to that man, even when he was cheating on you. And with Nicki, you started acting real fake and phony, and she didn't do nothing to you. So that's why I look at Rihanna sideways. It's like, she kind of weird, but a lot of women are like that. Now, Blueface says that he smashed Megan Thee Stallion, or she gave him some head, and it was trash. This got to be a joke.
Been there and done that.
Been there and done what?
Exactly. Next question.
Are you saying you slept with Megan Thee Stallion?
Didn't say that.
Did he sleep with Megan Thee Stallion?
I don't know, but it'll really give me an insight if he do. If he did.
5 years ago. XXL freshman. Like,
for real?
Jason, I did all of the stuff already.
Not only did Blueface say he smashed Megan Thee Stallion, he told Adam22 that he had received some fellatio from Megan Thee Stallion right after she got shot by Tory Lanez, okay? And he said that allegedly the fellatio, the oral head game, was trash. That's what Blueface said. Now, this probably is the reason why Wėäk 100, if you guys know who Wėäk 100 is, probably feels a way to Megan Thee Stallion, because if you was, ran through a few days after Tory Lanez, shot you, that is very suspicious, considering that, you got shot in the foot. How would you be able to even do all of that? You know what I'm saying? Remember, she was twerking on a boat. The baby said he hit after Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez got into it at Kylie Jenner's house, and she got shot. That's what the baby said. So this is not good for Megan, and I think Megan should start having men sign NDAs, because every month a man comes out and says that he hit. And I remember Carl Crawford called you an industry pass around. Okay? Now, you done smashed the baby, Blueface, Trey Songz, G-Eazy was sucking on your neck. We know you smashed Tory Lanez. Who else? It was Moneybag. We can't forget you smashing Moneybag. Y'all was kind of like a cute PR relationship. Carl said he allegedly hit Partisan Fontaine, who you dumped. So, Megan, I just think that if you want people to keep quiet, I think you need to have an NDA, because the thing is, every month somebody putting you on blast. You can't have your cootie cat, secrets out there, and the head game being trash. I mean, Megan, you can't brag about sex and your head game being trash. I don't want to hear no more sex talk from Megan Thee Stallion in records, especially when people are saying it's terrible. That's not the first time I heard somebody said that wasn't that great. No shade. Moving on to Preggers and Ghetto Red. Okay, so they're both knocked up at the height of their career. Okay, now for Sexy Red, I'm not really shocked. I think she already got a child already. And I really didn't think that she was gonna last in the game. okay, at all. I've been saying that Sexy Red, to me, doesn't have much talent. I don't even think that she always raps on beat, but she does make very good hood music, okay, that people can vibe to. Preggers, I was, holding her to a little bit of a more high standard. I thought she was going to be able to take the Zendaya route and really, take her career to the next level, not musically. I knew she was never going to thrive musically. Queen Bee was never going to let that happen. I'm talking about acting wise, okay? But then obviously we know the strike happened, okay? Still going on. They're trying to negotiate. And the actors are upset about AI, being the forefront of movies. That's what they're trying to push in Hollywood now is AI. So a lot of actors are upset about that. But, Holly, I was like, she has so much talent. She got, a good head on her shoulders. And then she goes up and gets knocked out by Doodoo Garbage. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, Doodoo Garbage, he's smart. He has money. That doesn't mean he gonna be a good parent just because he have money. Don't Future got money? Ain't he worth like at least, $60 million? Okay. He got what, 8 to 10 kids? And guess what? He's not a good parent. Okay. His baby mamas have spoken out about his lack of parenting, and especially Sierra. Russell is in that child's life more than Future ever will be. Okay. It's clear as day who has the child most of the time and who only sees the child on Christmas. And that's Future. Okay, let's be very clear. Money does not determine if somebody's going to be a good parent or a good spouse. Okay, that's one. Number two is definitely going to stop Holly's Disney bag. Like, Holly could have really maneuvered that Disney bag. Okay, she could have done The Little Mermaid, possibly done something else with Disney. Now they may not be as interested because they like, listen, we wanted Holly Bailey, not Holly, the knocked up baby mama. Okay. And then on top of that, Doodoo Garbage ruined her whole rollout for The Little Mermaid with his antics. Okay. When The Little Mermaid premiere happened and she was doing all this press, he was on Twitter being Twitter fingers, going back and forth with Ruby Rose, tweeting how, Holly likes this D, okay, which clearly is true. He wasn't lying about that. He also said her holding hands with Prince Eric, that's all business, and how he doesn't want to see Holly kiss Prince Eric because he really loves her. Like, he made a whole song dissing her co-star. I mean, he just made a mockery of the film to me, and it really kind of distract from people wanting to watch the film, because it did okay in the US. It didn't do as great as other films. It did okay in the US, but internationally it did terrible. Okay, and people internationally don't really know Holly Bailey. They don't know Chloe and Holly like that. So it was important for her to be looked at in a certain light. And I feel like he ruined that. Now it looked like she in some type of baby mama drama, Love and Hip Hop. And the thing is, I'm like, why do all the girls get pregnant at the height of their career? Summer Walker did the same thing. Okay. Lauryn Hill, Nivea, Christina Milian. I'm like, damn, why do y'all be getting pregnant at the height of your career and then poof, their career is over? Okay. Now, Holly, I think she'll still be able to act. Music, I don't think that's going to be her calling, but acting, I think she'll still be able to act. But big Disney films, she may not be the one for those films, but she'll still be able to be in like the Tyler Perry films, EBT Plus, Love and Hip Hop. I'm sure they'll be giving her a call. Those are the, areas where she'll succeed in. No shade. Okay. I still think she's talented, but I don't think it was smart to get pregnant at the height of your career. Same thing with Sexy Red. Okay. Because people are replaceable in the industry. And if you don't got a fan base, people will forget about you. And that's just what it is. Now, moving on to the City Thoughts. They're putting out a new album called Raw. I don't feel like the City Thoughts should be putting out no album because they don't even have a hit single out. They don't have anything out that really should push them towards putting out an album. Like, I'm like, how are they putting out an album and your last single flopped? Okay? Are they trying to use some of JT's clout from No Bars, which also kind of didn't do well in the charts? But I also feel like this is one step forward of them getting out of their contract, so Carisha can be the ghetto version of Oprah, and JT can kind of do her solo career for music. But let me know how you guys feel about it. I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next video, and have a great day.